Are you thinking about going to beauty school but was wondering if it was worth the price tag? What about being an apprentice in a salon? Have you ever considered that? In today's video, we're going to break down the pros and cons of each. Hi there, I'm Danise and my focus is to help you, the brand new stylist, or in this case, the thinking about being a brand new stylist, to get on the fast track to success behind the chair. Let's talk about the different ways that you can get a cosmetology license. There's different training. You can go to beauty school, the traditional route. You can go through trade school through your high school, or you can do an apprenticeship in a salon. Not all states allow this. There's, I think, 22 states that allow an apprenticeship to take place in a salon. We will go ahead and list those in our link below, just in case you were curious. But let's just talk about the differences between apprenticeships and beauty school. In an apprenticeship, you actually get one-on-one training in the salon. It's actually a legal contract between you and a salon that will be called your sponsor salon, and they are required to give you all the training that you need to go ahead and take your exam to get your license. The reason why people would choose this route is, one, it's considerably less expensive. Usually there's just a fee, an application fee. Some states, I know in our case, it's around $600, and that gets you your book. And then there might be some kind of online training or in-person training to go over your theory, bones of the head, sanitation, things like that. Typically an apprenticeship takes about 3,000 hours, so it's a little bit longer than beauty school. Beauty schools are anywhere between 1,000 and 1,600 hours. You would be required to work a minimum of 32 hours a week in a salon, but you're getting paid at least minimum wage, some cases more, plus tips in a lot of cases. Usually you start out really slow, one-on-one with a mentor in the salon, and then you gain access to working on real guests. You start shampooing, you'll learn front desk experience. Of course, you'll be assisting and sweeping hair, but then you will get to apply tints, pull throughs, rinse perms, do perms. As you progress and you learn, you will be able to do more and more. Now, your salon should have set up some kind of, at least a checklist of all the things that you need to do, because the states require the salon to have so many services that you have to perform to pass. And so there should be at least bare minimum, a checklist for you to check off what you're performing. And in some cases, salons will have a full-on program, a handbook, if you will, a notebook, teaching you professionalism, how to do goal setting, what does it take to really become successful behind the chair, as well as all the things like makeup and updos and perms and all kinds of color procedures and balayage, things like that. Some of the benefits, of course, you're getting paid to learn, which is fabulous. Very flexible hours depending on where you're working. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you have children to get off the bus at 2:30. This might give you that flexibility that you need. But to be an apprentice, you have to be the right candidate. It is not for everybody. It's actually a really hard journey. I know in our salon, we've had a lot of successful apprentices. And about the second or third month through, they start questioning their decision because it's hard. And it's not all fun and games, and you have to put in some long hours, and sometimes there's a lot of hoping, a lot of sweeping, things like that. But it takes a good leader to set them down, recognize that fact, give them a little boost of confidence that says, hey, this is okay. Let's get you some tasks to work on every single week and get you back on track, because it really, for the right person, it could be really a really beneficial program. Now let's talk about beauty school. Beauty school is the traditional classroom. You get hands-on experience, you get theory classes, you get to work in a group setting, and for some people that is an exceptional experience. So, and you also learn all aspects of cosmetology: nails, skin, makeup, waxing, things like that, where you might not get that in your sponsor salon, especially if they don't do skincare or massage, things like that. With beauty school, you will have to do 5 days a week, full-time typically, and it usually takes a little less than 2 years to graduate, so it's a little bit faster. However, if you don't have a local school near you, you might need to consider room and board as well. So, and that could be up to $20,000 a year. So tuition for beauty school could be anywhere between $5,000 and $30,000 total. So you're looking at, if you had to move somewhere, that'd be close to $50,000 to go to beauty school. Still a lot less than traditional college, but still that's a big chunk of money. And beauty school nowadays is anywhere between 1,000 and 1,600 hours, depending on what state. So both apprenticeships and beauty school, completely valid way of getting your training for getting your license. Some of the things you might want to consider are the cost of each. There's a major difference. Your particular learning style, how do you learn? Do you do better one-on-one? Are you a self-motivated person? Then apprenticeship might be for you. If you do better in a group setting and you really need that accountability to get going, then you might want to consider beauty school. But then also time. If time's a consideration, apprenticeship's going to take a little bit longer to get through. However, you will be in the salon environment, whereas beauty school take you a little bit less time to get through. If you are considering this wonderful industry that I love, then my first step would be to check with your state board, see if they even offer an apprenticeship, check where your local schools are. If you are thinking about being an apprentice, go in and interview that salon. Make sure it's a right fit for you as well as for them, because you're going to be spending a lot of time there, and it is a contract. It's a legal contract. But also go interview schools too. Make sure that the vibe is right. Make sure you really enjoy where you're going to be spending time, because this is a journey. Now, but you do have to remember, this is just the first step to getting your license. You still have to take the written and the practical after you go to school and after you get your training to become a licensed cosmetologist. And that's when the real fun begins. So if you do have questions, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to help in any way I can. Again, if you're liking this video, consider subscribing and hit the like button. And if you need more information, we always have our podcast, the Little Things podcast, and you can listen to it at any time. Until next time, keep practicing.